My Gavanen Melodine, and well met indeed. I am Arachir Galadirth, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the Adûnâim. Again, allow me to just say, the schedule of the past week has been a little disrupted, owing to sickness on my part. And of course, Lothlorien will not begin. Likely, Lothlorien will probably begin when the Adûnâim ends, but I'm going to wait until I start Lothlorien until version 2.2 is released to you all, which is likely to be soonish. So that's why I've been waiting for Lothlorien, so that it's at the same point, so that there aren't any bug fixes to go in, and whatnot. Also, as I've said before, my schedule over the next entire 2 months will be fairly disrupted because I am moving house. And so I'm squeezing the recordings in whenever I can. But then once I've actually moved home, then it will settle back down. And I will go back to doing at least, I should hope, 4 videos a week rather than at the moment 3. But time will tell. It's been quite a nice little break, actually, to be honest. I only do 3. But we shall see. We shall see. Excuse me, sorry. Cough, cough, cough. So, if you are, for a recap, we're attacking Suduri. We were defeated at Tharbad. We were defeated in the north, and I gifted, or rather I sold, all of our provinces to Khazad-dûm. They now own most of southern Eriador, the lands of Minhirith. Oh. Someone's just been offered a marriage proposal. So they've been offered most of these lands. These are all held by Khazad-dûm, save for a strip coming down here that belongs to Bree, who have now gone to war with Dunland. Bree and Dunland are now at war, which is a nice addition. Also, Khazad-dûm... I can't recall if Khazad-dûm... Yes, Khazad-dûm is allied to Bree, so will hopefully also now go to war with Dunland, which will bring Bree and Khazad-dûm, with any luck, to war against Isengard, who, of course, have the city of Bree, because I gave it to them when I captured it. So it's all a bit of a powder keg, and if it weren't for those facts, I would have just abandoned the campaign, but there is a chance of victory. Now, also, do note that the reason I only got 5 units is because it calculates how many units you're going to get based on the total size of your army anyway. And obviously, I've got a shed load of generals, and so it calculated that my army size was that large. There's various other factors at work, and so that's why it only gave me 5 units. If I had only had one general, then I would have got far larger army size. So that's why we got such a large. Now, we are going to go straight in. I know that at the moment we get free upkeep, but holding the town is more important than the free upkeep. I'm tempted, to be honest, actually, to... it's very cheeky, but... Oh, I can't do it because I've just moved them there. I was going to say, I could move the troops out and then just auto-resolve that victory.
To battle. Yes.
But I can't. I have to wait a turn to do that. But we will. We are gaining a vast amount of money at the moment. Oh, no, we're not. We don't have any towns. I don't know how we're getting any money. Of course, when you're a horde nation, your units don't have any upkeep any longer. So we're currently utilising that fact to be free, to not be in debt. But the big question, of course, on everyone's mind is, will Isengard attack me? If Isengard attack me and I lose here, I will just call an end to it. I'm not. Obviously, this is the last chance. Everywhere else in the world is already held by someone, and it'd be foolish to think we could take anywhere and survive. We would not. We would die very quickly. So.
Orders, my lord.
Oh, actually, I can just move you off, can't I?
By your
There you go. Get them over there. There we are. All right, now we just also resolve this one. There's no need to not.
Yes, my lord.
We shall engage.
Good lord.
Rally to me, men. We must regroup.
Christ, no wonder the AI has such a hard time attacking the cities. Good lord. All sorts of beastly. Christ alive.
Ships ready.
Oh, well, I didn't expect that. But at least we lost some generals, which is good, because I was a little concerned at how large our general army was. Did we just actually lose a general? I don't think we did. I think they just all got a bit defeated.
My lord.
Oh, sorry about that, everyone. First 5 minutes just ending turn. Although I've got a very itchy foot, so I've been able to itch that with my other foot. Which is very useful to me. Outside of Medieval 2 at the moment, and the YouTube videos that I record for you all, I've been thoroughly enjoying my return to Guild Wars and playing Path of Fire with my latest character, who is called Strond, Icelandic for coast. And I've also been playing an awful lot of PUBG now that they've added achievements. Who does not love achievements? I'm already about 50% of the way there, courtesy of Chris. Oh, hold on. What the hell has happened here? Oh, God. Our family tree is in no danger of shutting down anytime soon. I think every single general in our army is part of our family tree. This is getting a bit out of hand, really. I tell you what. Castamayate and... Who was the other one? Oh, I didn't check. Oh, whoever's the youngest. He's 16. And he's 16. Sakalur and Castamayate. Yes. You guys stay on the ship. I tell you what, take Imrazul with you as well. He's also quite young. Oh, no, take that 62-year-old. Oh, no, that's Kalatar. We can't take Kalatar. God. Nimruben, you're a nothing. Right, so everyone except Nimruben, except Sakalur, and except Castamayate, come back. Yes. Lead that. And you guys, head off up to Adûnâim Vaughan and see if Lyndon came and got it.
Your orders, my lord.
Oh, we've still got a thing. Look, right, let's do it.
Yes.
Let's take the bloody thing.
Shall engage.
And we're not going to auto-resolve this time. We're just going to go in and win this time. I can't believe that 3 units of sellswords were able to hold off an army that had like 7 generals in it. In any other campaign, I would be really against having an army with so many generals. Because it would just be so OP. I mean, no one would be able to defeat us. But in this campaign, I don't mind it. Right, again, let's pull these out. We want to not use them. See if we can get any crossbow shots off. We're also not going to use Adûnâim Armsman. There's no point risking him. Or our heir. You there. You 3 can do it. They got something that shoots as well. Oh yeah, no, they've got wooden hunters. Speed it up. We might need to send in Gimmelzor, sorry. Just looking at it. Get the crossbowmen into a position where they can actually use their crossbows. That'd be cracking.
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
Oh no, they're still not in position. Right over there.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen.
No, do a normal shot. Do a normal shot. Are they doing normal shots? Don't do the arcing shot. You're totally wasting your potential. Oh, no, they are. Still, every single one of them is arcing. God. Alright. If you're going to just waste yourselves like morons. I wonder why the towers aren't shooting anymore. Now just shoot straight through that door. No, this isn't going to work. I'm going to lose a couple of crossbowmen, unfortunately. That's alright. There's a task, crossbowmen, that now must be done. Alright, generals, we don't have really the time, so in you go. Sellswords effective against armor? No, they're not. They just got a high attack. But so have you guys. So stop mincing about and go in and bloody kill them.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
That's what I mean. I mean, the sellswords are strong, but they're not like 14 attack, 18 defense, which is good, but they don't have an effective against armor stat. They're also getting shot by their own troops at the moment, which is very helpful for us. Alright, the battering ram's here.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today.
Go, 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 go. Get that down. Oh, bugger.
We're through the enemy's walls, into the breach, and on to victory. Run! Move out! Move out! Up!
There you go. They'd love to be shot in the face. Morons.
Good
All right,
tidings.
brilliant. So now we've
The
won.
enemy general lies dead.
How are you guys doing? There's 7 sellswords
Only
left, and
half
they're
the enemy
wavering,
force
and they're broken.
remains.
Leave the crossbows up.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours. The enemy
And it's over.
This is
29
the
we
clear
lost.
victory.
29! I mean, God, the AI, the auto resolve is outrageous. You'll be pleased to note, though, by the way, speaking of sellswords, and that example being exactly the reason, Hummingbird and Racer have gone around the map and lowered the size of the rebel roaming armies and the garrisons. Not massively, but the chief difference is that the sellswords have pretty much been stripped out of all of the rebel roaming armies. Unfortunately, as you've just seen, an army of 4 sellswords and 1 unit of archers was enough to beat back Isengard repeatedly. And just won that ridiculous battle a moment ago against us.
Victory!
And so that had to change.
Our courage and honor have conquered.
We can only get Saraline Mercs from there. But we're large enough to get the Barracks of True Sons. But again, it only gives Saraline Mercs, and we need a 25% Kingsman culture anyway. Are we losing money now? Well, we will do soon, I expect. I don't know what's best to get. Well, repairing things first. Carpenter's Hut, we can use that. Inn, we can use that. Fisherman's Guild House doesn't have any purpose for us. Oh, it does. Oh, good. Yeah, we'll keep that. Inn. Does everyone have the same master builder? Yes, perfect. So we just have the second tier that we can build once that's repaired. We've got 4 turns. I think get the meeting hall in first, and then probably go for a town guard. Because we only need 5% culture. This is hopefully this will be a much better location to belong. Right, let's get Gimmelzor out to build towers.
This tower will keep vigil over the land.
And also the faction heir.
Your orders, my lord. Yes, my lord.
Also, once we get a town guard, we'll get free upkeep for our generals, because that's how it works. So in 2 turns, one of the generals will go free. We've got a new seat of power, and it earns 1,000 gold. That's good, isn't it?
Your order.
Now it's just, do Isengard attack us, or will Isengard leave us alone? This is it. This end turn is about to decide the future of this campaign. And I am not feeling confident. Isengard could swat us away in a heartbeat. Now, we're not currently at war with Isengard. We were at war with Dunland, who Isengard are allied to, and Isengard have no enemies. So we are potentially on their hit list. And I think they are going to be coming for us. What can we do to try and just block them and keep them on that side of the river? We don't want to attack them, of course. Absolutely do not want to attack them. Oh, I'll get some military units if I send our diplomat over to Lothlorien. Oh, Misty Mountains have come in and smashed Khazad-dûm. Alright, I'll cheat someone over to Lothlorien. That's how I move diplomats around. Show cursor stat, move character. What's your name? Zagadakor, isn't it? Zagadakor 266 328. Lothlorien reached. Perfect.
Yes.
Oh, I can't do anything here. Oh, for God's sake. Stupid bloody game. Does Lothlorien have anything else? No, they don't. Do they have a fort or something I could talk to? I could really do with those units. No, they don't have a fort either. So we've just got to wait and hope that they beat that Misty Mountain army, which they will do, let's be honest. But
yes, my lord.
and this is what we're going to have to do.
Orders. Yes.
Just stand there. Our tax rate is as low as it can be. Our public order is 35%. God.
Your orders, my lord.
Concealing the truth.
Yes, my lord.
Yes. This tower will keep vigil over the land.
Tell you what I'm going to try. Because it is the only way we're ever going to survive. I'm going to have to break a house rule. Oh, whoops. Zargarakor, come back over here.
My lord.
Is there something I can do for you?
Map information. I'd quite like your map information. No, I'm not going to risk that. I'll give you, because it's the only thing that will keep me alive, 35,000 maybe. How are you feeling about that? Very generous. I think I've already got your map information, actually. I don't really need it. Yes! Yes! Yes, 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 yes!
We look forward
I know that that's breaking a house rule. I know it is, but it's the only way that we can actually survive now. So I've done it, alright?
Yes, my lord.
Leave me alone. Send Zargarakor back over there and wait.
My lord. As you wish.
Alright.
Your orders, my lord.
Now, so on the next turn, you guys can go back into Siduri. And we can
Yes,
focus
my
on... Because, of course, whilst we don't really... We harbour no particular love for Dunland, of course. We were... And I would rather destroy Dunland. We are actually currently at war with Bree, who have allied with Khazad-dûm. So we're almost certainly going to be at war with Khazad-dûm. Or Khazad-dûm. And Khazad-dûm are losing Ostinethil. The Misty Mountains will get that from them. And they will be reduced back down into Minhiriath. Although that does actually now mean that we are very likely to be at war with Khazad-dûm, who now border us on the northern side. But that's okay. That's okay. Khazad-dûm won't be interested in fighting us at the moment. Oh, and we're getting another general. No.
Ships ready.
Ah, Herimor, did you just die? No. Misty Mountains and the Adûnâim are at war with each other, and a minion of Isengard have broken their alliance with the Adûnâim because of that. Herimor in Siduri, have you just died? Yes, you did! Right, so Herimor has just died. So we've just lost a general because of rioting, which is interesting. Where were you in the tree? Oh dear. Gimmelthon, your entire side of the family has died. Oh, I'm very sorry, sir. See, this is what I mean. Gimmelthon, everyone's suggesting he died in the riots, but it says he died peacefully, which suggests old age. Now, of course, he could not have died of old age, because old age does not... A character in this game, the way we've set it up, you don't get old age until you're 120, and the oldest you can live to is 150. But the earliest you would ever die of old age is 120. So for him to have died at like 40 is a joke. But like, obviously, Herimor just died in a riot, and he died tragically. If they die in battle, it says they die in battle. So I really do not know what took Gimmelthon. I feel really cheated, I must confess. Whatever did take Gimmelthon is unfair. Very unfair. Yeah, they're not rioting now. Obviously, we paid money to get that alliance, but it was necessary.
This tower will keep vigil over.
Your orders, my lord.
Just show up this whole area.
Prime position to launch a cowardly ambush.
There we are. At least now we can see our realm.
This tower will keep
And there's
vigil over the
Dolvorn.
lands.
Good lord, Enid White have got.
Ships ready. I
Got
never
troops
liked
there.
sailing anyway. Yes, ships ready.
Oh.
A firm
Oh, wow.
day to sail.
God, you can move far. Christ alive. Well, now that we're not at war with Isengard, we don't need all these troops here, so,
Your will, my lord.
and none of you are going to have free upkeep anyway. And obviously, we've held Dolvorn before, so...
Yes, my lord.
Sacklethorpe.
Ships ready.
Look, and now with troops, he can move hardly anywhere. You go back and pick up Balakan, he'll go and lead that army.
Ships ready. My lord.
Take another general with you, so there's 2 generals leading the army. Then we've got the 2 generals currently hiding there.
Yes,
And Gimmelthor will go there as well. We don't want to risk losing him at the moment. Now, if they attack you, just fight and back off, but you'll have a reinforcing army arriving soon. I'll tell you what I should have done, is given Isengard
Yes, what is it?
the ability to move through my lands.
Possibly a mistake. Good day to you.
Oh no, we just got ships, didn't we?
Ships ready.
Oh well, that was a waste of time anyway. No problem. Show cursor stats. move character. Apologies for doing this on the screen, but where else would I do it? Oh, I've got the two. There we are. Character reset. Remember that Isengard, under the way that this works, I spelled his name wrong. Oh no, I didn't. I put an underscore in there. There we go. Right, boom.
My lord.
Always a pleasure to deal with your people. No, we will not accept such a thing. Something else you'd like to suggest?
Oh, hello. Hello, hang on. Oh, are they attributing money to me? They are paying me 600 coins the next 4 turns. Oh. Give me another 600 coins. They don't want military access. What? I want you to have military access so you can go and attack Bree. If I give you 600 coins.
Your plan seems that is all.
There you go. Now you can walk through. Go for it. Go mad. Go and attack Adûnâim and then Bree beyond that. Should we just have a little look at what's happened in the lands behind where we came from? Oh my god! Good god, Bree. You really are pathetic. All it needed was someone with some strength and you're there. Dunland have just swamped through. Tharbad, Balakan, and they're on. They're off. Khazad-dûm did not lose Austin in Ethil. And they are actually holding their regions, although Bregost is not being held. Armenalos is free there. There's Linden. Just ignoring us again. Look at the armies they've got around Mittlon. Oh, there's Círdan himself. Interesting. Very interesting that is, isn't it? Bree have basically just now been defeated by someone else. Dunland have just finished them off with no trouble from us. Although if we were to attack Dunland, they would... Isengard would side with Dunland, absolutely.
Yes, my lord.
Oh, excuse me, sorry. Sniffing is a terrible thing. In the 10 again. Right, I'm thinking perhaps we should backstab Khazad-dûm and reclaim this sort of western edge. We're not, no threat that Khazad-dûm are going to raise an army and attack us here. They don't have the culture in the towns. And obviously we're allied to... We're now allied to Dunland's ally, which gives us on reasonable terms with Dunland. Meaning Dunland might be more likely to also attack Khazad-dûm. I don't know. I think the only reason we're currently making money is because we have got a tribute coming in from...
They
you
will
moved
pay
it
for
wrong way.
that. But we could have had them.
No, we don't want more generals. Darwinian are dying as well.
Ships ready.
Yes, my lord.
Yes.
I'm going to do
Your
it.
orders, my lord.
We're combining forces. Yes.
Who are Khazad-dûm actually
can
allied
go
to?
no
It's only
further,
Bree,
my
isn't
lord.
it? So they're natural enemies to us, to be honest. Khazad-dûm are allied to Bree, Adûnâim, Dale, Anduin, Woodland Realm, Lothlorien, and Erebor at war with the Misty Mountains. So it would bring the Northern Adûnâim into disliking us, but then we're at war with Bree anyway, and what does it matter? Nah, go for it. They don't even have a garrison there.
Ships ready. Ships
And then,
ready.
so if you lot, and then we'll walk north and get our major
Yes,
garrison
my
up on the top. We're basically safe from Isengard now. They'd need a real freak sort of accident, if you will, in order for them to now break their alliance and go to war with us, which obviously won't happen. So we are free, kind of, to reclaim these lands in Eriador, which has our culture in it.
Ships ready.
And we're no longer not worried at all about Bree or Dunland, because we're not at war with Dunland anymore. So I think we're on for a win, really. Gimmelzor, actually, it's kind of a waste leaving you in there, isn't it? You're a very good general. Yeah, let's move you north. That was just foolish back and forth. Alright, so we can reclaim some lands by backstabbing Khazad-dûm, which is unfortunate but necessary. Now, of course, Khazad-dûm will go Horde, but I'm pretty sure that the more times you go Horde, the smaller your Horde becomes. I think there's a line that does dictate that you get less units depending on... No. I'm wrong. The unit calculation is purely how many generals have you got, how much should the units be reduced per army size. So, for example, you can set it that for every, say, 20 units that spawns, it will then, or for every one full banner army that it will create, it will then drop, the next banner army will have like 5 less people in it, for example.
Heading ashore, my lord. Orders.
Your orders.
Who should we leave behind here? Ah, Nimruben, you're not very good.
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
So you lot go over there north. Nimruben, you take Bregos back.
We have triumphed.
And we can get a town now.
Conquest.
Oh, the dwarves managed to build a steelmongers.
From the enemy.
Oh, just as the dwarves of Khazad-dûm attacked Dunland. Perfect.
Yes, my lord.
Bloody perfect. Could not have set that up better if we had tried. But then we're going to come into contact with Dunland then pretty damn soon. So which town do we want most? Argond obviously has a castle on that northern side. We don't want to stretch ourselves too thin again. We're not going to make the same mistake as last time. But we definitely want something else. I'm thinking head up to take our Menelaus, to be honest. I don't know. Argond obviously is very near the crossing. That borders Dunland already. But a castle, we don't have a castle, and a castle would be really useful. Move over and scout it out, General.
We shall continue tomorrow.
Sending him on his own
We
is
can
foolish.
go no further, my lord. Ships ready.
And they want me to go and siege Forlond. What will I get if I siege Forlond? The best units currently available. It's just going to give me a boat again, isn't it? Forlond is all the way up there as well. That's way out. Go on then. I'll siege and then come back.
The fleet cannot sail there.
Because he's only going to take 2 turns to get there.
These ships cannot.
Yes, my lord. Your orders.
We'll use Gimmelzor just as a scout for the moment. Just to go and scout. We could, of course, try and ally with Dunland, and then that will cement even that eastern side. I mean, obviously the campaign has now been opened up and is so much simpler by merely accepting an alliance. However, in this occasion, this is one where I'm under no illusions. If I hadn't have allied with Isengard, I would have lost. This campaign would have ended. So it's very much dependent on, to ensure that the campaign actually continues, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I really have to say, this is one of the most enjoyable campaigns I've played in a really long time, and I'm loving every single minute of it. So one of the first times in a long time that I haven't, that I've really genuinely actively looked forward to recording, and have been disappointed if I've been unable to.
Yes.
Oh, I missed. Sorry, Gimmelzor.
Your orders, my lord.
Isn't there another general in Suduri?
Yes, my lord.
Yeah. So don't attack yet, actually. Wait for this guy.
Your orders.
And we'll take
my lord.
Argond. While you
Yes,
guys
my
head up
lord.
and take Dolvorn.
To battle.
Sacklethor, go and siege that port out.
Ships ready.
So I really wanted the campaign to continue.
The fleet cannot sail there.
And
Blocking access to their port.
I can't believe that. He can move so far that he can actually move further than the indicator can show. That's absolutely crazy. That's what happens when you give a unit too many
Yes,
movement
my lord.
boosts. I think, to be honest, that we really should.
Yes.
I'm going to try. I'm going to go over and try. I'm sorry, everyone.
Without question.
We'll do it the faster way, which is just to reset him each time.
Yes. Stopping here. Approaching their dignity. What is it you wish to discuss?
Oh, I can't ally with Dunland because they are allied to Imladris, who I'm at war with.
You hold us at ransom, and you until we meet again.
Alright, so what we need to do then is
Without question. Tomorrow's journey planned out.
head north.
Yes. I shall continue tomorrow. Without question. As you wish. Stopping here. This had best be worth our time.
Yep, perfect.
It's good to see.
Cheers, Aaron.
That seemed fruitful. Yes. Tomorrow's journey
Oh, reach
planned
Mordor.
out.
Moria, sorry. Alright, and they're back again. Sorry, everyone. This very reason, I think, is why they basically decided to do away with diplomats as a thing
I
and
shall
to just
continue
make it a
tomorrow.
screen rather than...
Without question, you have a proposition for us?
I'll give you $1,000 for it. What are you saying?
No, we can have another worthy proposal then. Excellent.
Take out the military access. But the AI really does not like being given military access. They can't help but think you're just setting them up to ambush them.
I do not believe you have further proposals. Please, let
If we're
us
going to go the full whack, though, which I think we should, then let's let's go ham on it. Let's give him 5 grand. I know this is all of our money used up, but...
No.
Oh, come on. All right, just an alliance. Just an alliance. And I'll give you 2,500 for it.
I am not.
Oh, God, they really don't want it, do they?
Worthy proposal, then. Excellent.
All right, how about... Let's get back to the 5,000.
I do not believe.
And even then, they don't want that. God. I know you don't think an alliance is in your best interest at the moment, but you're bankrupt, mate, and I'm offering you all the money that I've got. So, what are you going to do?
I am not. Well,
no, we can't get it.
Fruitful.
It's alright, because we could do with the money. Oh, my relationship with them is perfect. That's interesting.
Your orders, my lord.
Alright, end the turn. I just think I can see Dunland just easily backstabbing us when they get north. Hopefully, though, they'll come into war with Lyndon. The AI against the AI will actually do something, I think. Lyndon obviously is rather reticent to attack us, but someone to attack Lyndon is far more likely, and Lyndon will then mobilise to defend themselves. So if possible, Dunland should finish Bree off and then try for Lyndon, which will absolutely massacre Dunland. But it will then prime Lyndon up for us to then not be attacked. We're basically just trying to survive. We're going to try everything we can to weasel out a survival here.
Yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
We'll see how well we can do.
Combining forces.
Imladris and Missy Mountains at war with each other.
command.
Imladris and Dunland. Just after I paused. Oh, and we got 2 more ships. I don't want ships.
Ships ready.
Stop giving me ships. Oh, we're about to get the ability to... Oh, we can actually train normal troops. It's just because they think the ship is better, don't they? They weighed it up in their head, and to them the ship is a more important unit, which is a joke. Oh, and there's Lyndon, Captain Helladrill. You're not going to take that town with 3 understrength units, you idiot. Delusions of grandeur, if ever I've seen them. Oh dear, Isengard really do have no enemies, do they? And if it weren't for the Alliance, they would be crushing us right now. They'd be knocking on our door, and they'd be saying, hello there. It's time for your death. I trust you're well. They could go for Gondor. I'm surprised they've not. I really am. No, I'm not surprised they're not. Actually, because when an AI nation reaches what you could call a critical mass, so they reach a really large size, they then really have to... there has to be a very, very strong reason for them to attack another nation of a similar size. That's the problem. So even though Isengard are really powerful, and as an onlooker, Gondor is currently beset by Mordor and Harad, Gondor are up against it, and if Isengard joined in, they would actually do really quite well, and they would crush Gondor. But the pure calculation that the AI does is one of the troops that I have at the moment and the money I'm making now. Is that enough to beat them with the troops they have and the money they're making? And it doesn't factor in how many people are currently attacking them. This is the major problem. Oh, feck off, Dunland. Did you beat me to Argon?
Tired of ordering your own forces.
Yes, my lord.
I was 1 bloody turn too late. This is so...
With
bloody...
honour.
Oh, and how have you just done that? How have you just done that? I'm cheating to move you. That's absolute bullshit. Pardon my French. I hate this game as much as I love it. He could literally... The city is besieged. Why would moving past it cause such a bloody problem? Ah, morons. Utter morons. There we go, move over there. Right, if Argon does not fall to Dunland now, and then I might move in, or we'll just head up and we'll take a new Menelaus. Yeah, Bregos is only a turn away from a town. We're starting to lose money. But if we can get Dol Vorn, I think we'll reclaim that money. Because we don't have a very large army, so... We're not overly concerned with them. Excuse me, sorry. Apologies for the sniffing. I also consider the 35,000 that we paid to Isengard... I mean, I should have maybe tried for a lower figure, 20 grand, for example. But I just don't care. Survival was all that was on my mind. And we aren't losing so much money as to be totally crippled. Dol Vorn is a bit of a risk, I will admit, because we are now going to border Lyndon again, and Lyndon, of course, we're at war with. Although I say that. Aha, they didn't take Argon. Again, those 2 units of sellswords just beat that entire Dunlending army.
We shall engage.
It's ridiculous. That is
We
ridiculous.
shall prevail.
Mordor have allied with Isengard. Ah, so it is now only a matter of time before Isengard do attack Gondor. There's no other way forward for them. I really want that mining. 240? No, I would not want that mining network. I want roads. And a port would be wonderful. Oh, well, just money, really. Just money would be wonderful. Apologies for all the show cursor stat and moving around, but it's just the easiest way to move people. Zagarako, 114 to 327. There we are.
Yes,
Alright, let's sue for some peace here as well.
Much you can offer us.
No, you don't want that.
This proposal is of little interest. We hope for more fruitful.
You're really not interested.
Yes,
If I got a
I
ceasefire
shall
with the Breland,
continue
would you then be a bit
tomorrow.
more receptive to my request? If that could just get a meeting hall, they would have gone free. Like, he is now free. We haven't got the money for it. Though what's the one thing I don't want to do? I don't want to outright cheat. Moving characters around, I never consider cheating. While moving diplomats around, I do not consider cheating. I just don't. The CA even broke away from that themselves. I don't think it's cheating. Giving myself money, I do think is cheating. Right, they're attacking us, but we've got... Oh, this is our faction heir, isn't it? This is our leader and our heir in the same battle. Oh, that's right. We've got a family tree as big as your arm. And people are always willing to marry into it by the looks of things.
The tide of battle seems to have turned against us. We must act and halt this turn of events.
Right, this will be a fight. This is going to be a bit of a struggle, actually, but... Yeah, saturate them. Cover that line. Serpent Elixir. The Dwarven Horn is blowing.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Oh, wow. The enemy
Now
general's
David's
already
troops will
died.
lose their will to fight.
And we are massacring them. Look at that. That's ticking up so quickly.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Oh, our general's going on his own there, though.
For the
he's
moment,
done him
the
in.
fortune of battle goes our way. Let's pray
Yeah,
it
look at that.
remains
See,
as
again,
such.
the auto-resolve is a
Behold
joke.
how our foe
20
is
men
utterly
died. We just killed
vanquished.
211 of
Let all
them.
who remember this day
How can the real battle be that different? I didn't do anything there that the AI cannot do. I simply just flanked them. It was a basic flank maneuver. The most, literally, everyone's bread and butter hammer and anvil. One unit holds the line, the other one hits them in the back. That was all that was. And yet, those two units were able to hold out against a Dunlending army that was easily 5 times their size. And Dunland had archers, javelin troops. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? It's so...
glory, honor,
This game often,
victory.
unfortunately, does show its age.
My lord, our courage and honor have conquered.
Right, this is where we really need Dunland to join with us. If Dunland attack us, Isengard will break the alliance, and we will die. I can't force Dunland to ally with me because I haven't got any money. In hindsight, but hindsight is a beautiful thing, but in it, I realise I should have saved some of that money and paid Isengard and Dunland off. Oh, we got 1,500 coins for that, though. Someone else is trying to marry in. He was only 16, that would have been good. I don't know how we're losing so much money. We just gained another town and another free upkeep. And we're still going. But Dol Vorn is about to go down. So.
Your orders. Approaching their dignitary. Tomorrow's journey planned out.
All right.
I shall continue.
We'll go one more turn, which will be the capture of Dol Vorn, and then I shall end this episode. But I shall record the next one immediately after it, so apologies, I won't see any of your comments to this video in the next episode because I'm going to record them back to back this wonderful Sunday afternoon. 4-day week this week, everyone. Oh, certainly here in England. Get Good Friday off. It'd be interesting to note when the days off, when bank holidays would be if we were a completely non-religious society. Like, what days would you get given off? don't really know, because I think you'd still have a queen. We'd still potentially have a queen. Obviously, they rule with divine right, but even without any kind of divinity looking down on them, they'd still rule. It's in people to want to command other people. So I think we'd still have a ruler like that. So you could probably, we might get things like the queen's birthday off, and maybe even her husband's birthday. Prince Philip. Lord Balakan is not really that outnumbered, actually, and this is not a great group of Enedwaith troops. There are some Angren raiders, but not too concerned. The AI is not really very good with javelin troops. We'll fight this battle, and this will be the end of this episode, as I say. But then this battle could be a while, so who knows. Their caps were of iron, that should be without an H. Were of iron. And they were, like it is in the next one over. What am I doing? Drop the round. Welcome to the middle tier town of the Wildmen. Very cool looking, isn't it? Alright, they're attacking us. There aren't really any hills. Well, there is a hill here, but we'd have to sprint back to get to it. I don't think it's all that worth it. I'd rather that our army was just prepared. Get him out the back. Just make a line. If need be, we will just start walking towards the enemy, but... we will see. It's a cool battle map, isn't it? I think so, anyway. I think it's really cool. The square up on the hill. And then, like, dugout kind of cities, rather than... They don't really rely on the wall, they rely on hills. We are ready to strike. I would suggest, actually, we do just start walking towards them, because if we can shut down their javelin troops... We don't want them to throw things at us, and the best way to stop them throwing things at us is to engage them in melee. Go for it. Perfect. Perfect.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
As I say, keep him out. Now their archers are shooting at us, which is annoying. Oh, move those over there, actually. You stay behind them. Our household guard. Looking very nice. What are we up against here? Erranborn Woodsman. Oh, those are their archers on that flank. Which is exactly what we're going to do. Go for it. We got routing. More mass routing, I should imagine.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Move up. Yeah, good shout. You head off over there. Shut down any archers, ranged units, anything you can. Don't just stand there and get shot, actually. Just run away. Just run away.
The enemy general lies dead.
Do we have a ram? Chase them, chase them, chase them, chase them, chase them, chase them. They might go through the gate.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Why didn't they go? Why does the gate not open for them? I don't understand that. Anyway, there we are. That's them dead. Some Grey Flood Raiders there who have routed and immediately gone into our little mix. Oh, it's all over. Archers, cease, stop, charge them. Stop shooting our general. So, only one unit remains. And they are in the town. Oh, no, there's hardly any of them. As soon as they rout, it's over, so let's get these. What a solid victory. Crushing victory, even. And again, this is one of those situations where I don't really mind losing troops, to be honest. It just gives us a better free upkeep. Oh, here they are. One man remains. Aim! The Iron Soldier has stormed out of Dol Vorn, and he faces down our forces. And despite the now numerous bolts sticking from his body, he stands firm. But it is too much. And even he falls. Ah, but he was not the last man. Ah, I see. Get the ram. Where's the last guy? He's on the screen. Oh, here he is. Ah, the bandit officer. He's abandoned his nation to to raid travelers and merchants on the roads. He never signed up for full-blooded war against Númenóreans out of myth, out of legend. He marches over the dead bodies of his comrades. He's not given the option to throw down his arms. And he walks out to face the inevitability of his death. He takes a bolt to the knee, but he struggles on. He can't put any weight on it. He's got to stand still. He's lost his leg and he just stares down into the eyes of death as it whistles towards him. And he falls.
Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
I'm a reminder for all the Dunlendings and Wildmen and Enedwythians and fishermen and men of Minhiriath who occupy this land that we, the Adûnâim, are here to rule. And any who stand before us will meet with this fate. Death, ruin and destruction. Well, that was really enjoyable. I thought that battle was good fun. I like fighting the Wildmen because they cave in so utterly beautifully. And the mass routing with them is... It is as easy to mass route Wildmen as it is to mass route early tier Orcs.
We have triumphed.
Do we want to sack this one?
Noble conquest.
Yeah, what the hell. Get a bit of money out of it. And Dol Vorn makes 1,000. Ah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Now, the Masters Hunters Guild we can't use. So I'll take the money for that. City Training Ground we can't use. Take the money for that. I'm tempted to get rid of the Fisherman's Guild. No, that's a trade bonus. What much will we get for it anyway? Oh, we get 1,000 gold if we destroyed that. Oh, we can put the tax rate up here, though, because we're not too concerned. And it's going to be one of our towns soon. Ooh. Good. Now, to be honest, I'm thinking, again, because our army is made up so strongly of generals, that actually the town halls are the best buildings at the moment to get generals in our armies. I'm going to use this moment to build towers.
Nothing shall escape your notice in these
got the money
lands,
to do it.
my lord. Nothing shall escape your notice in these lands, my lord.
Here we are. Are we
We
making
go
any?
no further today.
Ooh. Isengard and Gondor, it's happened. Right, so we're not too worried about Isengard anymore. They're going to move off now. It finally happened. Let's just take a look at the lay of the land before we end the episode. Oh, Gondor, you're going to fall so quickly now. Oh, and Mordor's already there, and Isengard are allied to Mordor. Oh, dear. In fact, the evil nations have won this campaign, let's be honest. Dorwinion's down to 2, the Dwarves are down to 3, Dale is down to 4. The Woodland Realm is sort of holding on, but the Misty Mountains are so powerful in the middle. If Isengard had not allied with Mordor, there might have been hope. But they did. And so it doesn't really matter what we do now, to be honest, because we've seemed to have sided with the evil side. Although Bree have actually held on, look. Dunland haven't been able to completely beat them. Khazad-dûm survives in the east, so we're not too worried about their hordes. We might press for Arminelos, actually. Yeah, we'll do that in the next episode, though. It's a shame that the evil nations have won so soundly. But then remember, in version 2.2, which comes soon when the Lothlorien campaign begins, Rohan actually now fights. They don't just capitulate when they get looked at by the enemy. So, oh, he's not my heir. Oh, good, the heir is over here. Lord Balakan, that's the one with the dodgy tash.
Yes.
Anywho, I shall end that episode there, so thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navar Naden Perimad Melunin, and farewell.